Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Browns are the least scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Jaguars offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
Now the forecast calling for more of the same of what we're seeing right now, a steady coat of fresh snow here at First Energy Stadium in downtown Cleveland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. The gun, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Addison in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
All right, here we go.
They go play action with Trubisky. Now he's forced out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Tyreek Hill, he had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, you know what he said? He's really fast.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Easy.
Again, it's Mixon. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They run the counter now on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Room here to run. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. In motion, Hill. On second down, Roethlisberger to Mixon on the check down. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 7-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 5. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down, Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaq Lawson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure wrong. You may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Trubisky will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, here we go, here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Returning it, John Ross. And he is knocked down from the side. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action now. Roethlisberger under pressure, and they got to him again.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeAndre Levy able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning here is Wright. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. In motion is Grant. On third down, Roethlisberger. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd and very short here, less than a yard.
Here we go now.
Shift together here from the D-line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 43 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Trubisky to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here, that's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
There we go. Easy, easy.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Grant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now they run with Mixon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And brought down but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run here with Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Roethlisberger will throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back near the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Let's go! Good!
On second down, here's Trubisky. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go. Here we go. Green, 39. Green,
Seifert, the man in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Zerline out now to kick this one away. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Cheat these 2. Here we go. These 2. Hurry up, let's go. Hey, watch it. Black. Shit.
In motion is Grant. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Cheat these 2.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And going deep for Hill. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Detroit!
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Noah spins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
One last shot for Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing it under.